Hi, this is Robert, stay-at-home dad. Today we're going to be making applesauce, and this is Christmas break, so my daughter is working the camera, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So applesauce is really easy, it's quick, it's delicious, you can put it in your kids' lunches, so we're going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I already have some apples cut up, about 5 apples here. The big thing about apples is that you can mix and match whatever you want. A lot of people say, well, you know, you need to have this kind of apple, or you have to have that kind of apple. Basically, you want to have an apple that's fresh and crisp. You don't want the soft ones because they're just going to turn into mush in here, because you want to get the water out, okay? So first off, just get a peeler and peel it. And what some people do is that they take the apple and they cut all the way around. That takes too much time. Get a apple thing, whatever this is. You can pick this up at your, what is that? What?
Apple slicer.
Apple slicer. Thank you. Get an apple slicer. Hold it right there in the center and just press through. And it pops the core out. Then you take your knife and just give it, each slice, just give it 3 cuts. Like that. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. This is already a little warm. And we're going to put just a little bit of water in there, and it has to be from what?
Me.
A Monster High cup.
A Monster High cup.
Or else it doesn't work. So we're going to put just a tiny bit of water in there. That's just to not let it stick. And this Le Creuset pot does a really, really good job. You want a wide pot. If you get one, you know, a pot little like that, it's going to take a lot longer to cook. So just put your apples in, and you don't want to scald the apples either. You want the pan a little warm, but not hot. You want to heat the pan up and just bring the heat into the pan while the apples are in there, because again, you don't want them to scorch. And again, what I do is just mix them around like this. And now this is going to take around 20, maybe 30 minutes. What some people do is they just like to put the top on and let them stew for about an hour, hour and a half. That's really too long. Also, if you put the top on, it keeps the moisture in there. What you're doing with this is you're releasing the water out of the apples, and that's what you want. You don't want any water in there. So again, this is going to take about 20 minutes, and just stir it occasionally, and we'll be back after that. Okay, so we're back, and I'm back. This has been cooking for maybe about 15-20 minutes. I think maybe about 25. Anywhere, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes, something like that. But just get them soft, and as you can see, there's virtually no water in there, and that's what you want. So this has been cooking on medium heat, and what I'm going to do is transfer this over to this taller pot. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I'm going to blend this with a stick blender. Don't do it in this because it's going to splatter everywhere. So I'm going to put that in here. That is really hot. Alright. Okay, so put this back on the heat. I have that off, and take the stick blender and then just start going at it. Okay, and after stirring or blending it up, this is what you will end up with. Nice applesauce. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of salt, give it just a nice kind of a savory taste to it, and a little bit of cinnamon. What's a little bit? Well, it's really to your taste. I'd normally start off with about a 1/4 teaspoon and work my way up and give that a nice stir. It's really, really important to do this when this is hot, especially when to mix it up, and to use a blender, because if you don't, it goes grainy. It's really not going to be too smooth. So you really want it nice and smooth. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try it. Of course, you taste. I think that's pretty good. You want to try it?
Sure.
All right. There you go. Try it. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And of course, what you can do, get these little containers like this, and you put this. I'm not going to do this now because you never put hot stuff in plastic, but no, you don't. Is it good? So you take this. When it cools down, you put it right there. Put it in their lunches. Snap that in there, and you're good to go. And that is homemade applesauce. So anyway, try it for your kids. School lunch. It's great. Goes great with dinner. Pork chops, of course. Pork chops and applesauce. Everyone knows Peter Brady loves that. So I'm Robert with Stay at Home Dad, and thanks for watching.